we'll go ahead and get started with what we have, and then we'll just admit in as they come. I'm Chuck. My co-owner is with me, Shiner, and we're going to start the first ever official TWR Town Hall. And I got this little gavel thing to make it all official. So our town hall is in session now. So this is going to be the official town hall of 2 September 2022. This is being recorded so that we can provide this for anyone that is unable to attend today or has scheduling conflicts that make it so they can't come. We had a whole bunch of people interested, but we understand, life happens and stuff like that. We're going to keep moving on, and we'll see what ends up happening at the end with the question and platform, and hopefully we get more people coming in by that time. So here's the agenda. So what we're going to talk about really is we wanted to do this town hall, and we wanted to provide some idea of future plans that Traders War Room has, of community events, new products and services, and at the end, we'll have an open floor for community comments. So future plans, these are going to be significant. Okay, so one significant plan that we have is we want to try to put into something one single entry price for everybody inside of the server. We're also contemplating no more free entry into the server if we're a premium server, and if we can provide one single entry price, we believe that there'll be no more free entry into the server, and this may also assist with spam and other things of this item, and also the server layout and change. This is all under future plans. All right, single entry price. So the proposed price that we want to have is $10 per month. And this would include everything, all from basic, gold, diamond. It would be $10 a month. Now, in order to make this happen financially with our low-hanging fruit expenses that we have, we would need to have 2,000 members on top of what we have currently already. And we would need the community support in marketing this server. Basically, we would need the community to go out there and sell the server for us as well to their friends, to people that may not, have the financial capability of affording $25 or $50 for the diamond program. But at $10 a month, they might be like, you know what, I probably could make that $10 a month back and learn how to trade at the same time. And it's not that inconvenient, but we would need to have 2,000 members on top of this to make this a reality for every member inside of the server. Hey, Shiner, so I can pull this box down. Will you admit people in as they come? All right, single entry price. So expanding on that idea, the new price only for new members at first. Now this, I know there's a lot of people that are like, well, I'm a $50 diamond member. We got a process in place for this. However, once we reach the 2,000 members, we would be able to give the new price total access at $10 per member. And the target date would be 2 months after starting this on 1 October 2022. So just to put that in simple terms, current members would not be allowed to utilize this upgrade. And then we would market the crud out of this, and we're going to spend a lot of money, Traders War Room money, to market this professionally. But this is also where the community, we need the assistance from the community. We need people to go out there and be like, hey, I'm a $50 member and $10 sounds pretty nice. I need to get a couple friends on board, and we need to go get this. And we would, and if we didn't reach, say, 2,000 in 2 months, but we came close, like 1,700 or 1,800. We're the type of individuals that would still honor our commitment because we're on the right track. Now, if at the end of the 2 months, the price, we weren't able to get anywhere close, say we only got like 100 members or something like that, then we would take this down, and those members that came in, they would be given an additional month of service at $10. And then they'd be given the option of the same stuff. Basically, it'd be a 3-month period because we weren't able to make the thing. and then they would go back into the normal price that everyone else pays. And we would try this again, but we really think that we can succeed with this with the right type of marketing and right type of energy. And this is something we would like to provide for everyone. A $10 server for everything we provide, I think, is competitive on all spectrums of any other servers that are out there. And we already have one of the best servers with, truly something for everyone. And we think that we can meet this goal and provide this service for everyone inside of the Traders War Room community. Oh, but again, we need everyone's help, and this is to market the server and boost enrollment in order to get the price lower. And for basically the price of a pumpkin spice latte and a ham Swiss panini, you guys can come on for a month and have everything we offer. And that's kind of where I'm at with this. We spend a lot of ridiculous money out there, and really to try to get this at $10, I think what we offer for $10 is bar none probably the best product that the Discord has out there. We have all the professional analysts that we can afford at that price if we have the membership, and the content that we provide is, I'm on a lot of servers, and by far we are one of the best servers as far as pushing out quality content, frequent content, and also customer service. All right, next part, no free entry. So all members would have to pay. There would be no more free members just floating around, hanging out, seeing what we chat about and stuff like this. Every member that came into the server that saw member content would be a paid member. There would be no more free trials, and to view the content, everyone would have to pay $10. Free members are potential premium members though, and we understand that. So we had two options that we saw as potential to still allow free members some sort of access so we can try to convert them, but not give away the premium perks of having the content that members are able to have. Like currently right now, free members are able to view the chat groups but not talk. They're also to view some of the free resources that we have. So one of them is free members would only see select channels, no member content. Now this would go on, they would be able to see the check alerts channel, the thing I post at the evening of all the alerts and how we do. They'd be able to see the terms and conditions that outline our server rules and what we offer as far as products and services and basically our legal contract. And they would be able to see testimonials and the wall of gains. But as far as member content such as chat groups or any of the resources that we have on the server, they would not be gained access. The other one, it would be a little more cumbersome and a little bit more work behind it. We could start up a separate server for free members only, which would be basically a promotion server. Now this would be something that would just have the check alerts, right? It would have the same things I talked about with the content that was non-member specific, but in order to see the actual server itself, they would have to pay the entrance price of what we were asking, and they would come over and now they would be able to access the Discord server that you currently are on right now. And so the server would be premium only at that point. So those are two options that we have on that particular idea, and we just need to see what is easiest and what is best for everyone involved. All right, moving on to community events. Before we get started on community events, does anybody have any questions on the future goals that we talked about? I'm going to go ahead and unmute people so that they can come on. Please raise your hand if you have a question on that one or a comment, and we would love to hear from you. When we get to the community section, I'll go ahead and bring people unmuted. But if you have a comment or something that you would like explained a little further, please hop on the mic and we would love to talk to you about it. Going once, going twice, moving on. All right, community events. So there we go. Wanting more community engagement. So we had ideas. We have the Jeopardy bot in there and actually having standardized weekly Jeopardy night for people. We understand each person is different with their schedules and the amount of time that they legitimately want to put into a server. For me, Chris and Lenny, this is a business. This is official LLC, so it's important to us. We understand that we have a lot of casual people that this is just something they do or whatever, which is fine. To each their own. But we wanted to provide maybe a weekly Jeopardy night where we can get together and just have something fun without it being strictly, stock related. Also, we wanted to still enact those weekly huddles. We thought we had a pretty good success the other day, even though the voice channel was a little off. We can always do them via Zoom, like we're doing currently right now. And we have a business Zoom, so we get very good quality and content from that as well. We also want to hold quarterly town halls, such as we're doing right now, and this would be so that we can give any real big ticket items, and then obviously at the end of it, have a community forum where we can take suggestions, improvements that you guys want to see. We really want to push the idea that this is not Traders War Room server. This is not me, Chris, or Lenny's server. This is your server, and we want to provide you guys with the best experience possible. And we want to start adding in more giveaways and member challenges to, kind of increase the esprit de corps, also to give back to the loyalty and the support that you guys are giving us. And so we'll do that on monthly giveaways. Community events, continue on. We want to have an annual TWR retreat. Now, we had plans to have something in Las Vegas. I was looking at venues, and of course, inflation was hitting, and just it didn't seem like it was time at the current time frame to have something, because we didn't think we'd have as much individual being able to show up or whatever. However, it is something that we want to put into effect to have an annual TWR retreat. We plan on staying with this business for many years to come, and we think it would be fun to have something at different places, like Las Vegas, Kansas City, Dallas, maybe Boston, stuff like that, to where we could get different people from across the country, because the digital platform that we have as is, we have people from all over, and we even got international people, and people from all over, and we would love to just kind of go around and, experience it. Maybe they could invite a friend where they could talk, ask questions. We could do some sort of team building, event, a keynote speech, so on and so forth. And it would be an individual responsibility for getting there. However, we would provide that meeting area, that keynote speech, a fun building event, maybe some sort of food, something, we'd make it as much as we could. And of course, I'm sure a lot of people would show up that lived in the nearby area. However, it'd be something we'd really like to get and, kind of make official. So more to follow on that one. We want to start, this is a big one. Okay, so I'm glad we got majority of some people here. Okay, this is a big one for us. And, we really want to kind of get this one up and running and see how people like it. So we want to start an investment club. All right, this would be an options trading club that is separate from Discord, that is, separate from our platforms. And the idea would be to pool together with equal buy-in and equal disbursement of profit and loss. Now, what does that mean? Well, I've created some slides. This is kind of a real big one. There was two really big points we wanted: the Discord server at the beginning, which I may go over since we have some more people here, and then this one right here. So please, if you're paying attention, pay attention to this specifically. So an example idea, buy-in. Each member would say fork over $200. And this includes Chris, myself, and Lenny, if we were members as well. There's no one in this is not equal. Everyone is equal. So member total, say we got 20 people that wanted to invest $200. That would be total funds of $4,000. The example idea would be, okay, October 1st, funds are due to be in this particular round by 30 September to join in this particular group for this round of trading. Trading, we would only do it on specific styles and specific tickers that were outlined. And in the last day of the month, funds would liquidate, excuse me, I actually had last Friday, I got another slide. Here it is. Sorry, I didn't get rid of this slide. October 1st would start. The funds would be due 30 September in this example. We would only trade specific style of trading and on specific tickers. So, we would put this all in writing and we would make it all official on what was legal to trade, what was not legal. We would not trade, say example, NEO or PLTR. We would be trading Apple, Amazon, Google, SPY, QQQ, liquid stuff that moves, stuff like that. We would outline all this, right? The type of style that we would use. There'd be no more, I got a feeling about this one, let's go deep. No. If it doesn't meet the criteria that is outlined, there wouldn't be no trade on that particular at that particular moment. And for disbursement, the last Friday of each trading month, the funds would be liquidated and dispersed evenly, profit and loss. For this example, that would be on 28 October. That was the last Friday of the trading month. The funds would be liquidated, and every person that was in this, say we had the 20 people, we would take the total funds and every person would be distributed evenly, the funds, profit or loss at the end of the month. So the next round, right? Hopefully people would like, oh, this is cool. I like this. The next round would start for 1 November and the funds for that round would be due 31 October. And it's the same process month after month, hopefully consistently gaining profit along the way with a specific style on specific tickers, pooling the money together and creating more money and wealth for us all. So the written consent from each member would acknowledge that there's risk associated with this trading club. There would be a written responsible trader per each round, whether it was me trading one round, Chris was trading another round, Lenny was trading a round. The style used for trading, such as using specific patterns, trends, moving averages, so on and so forth, would be mentioned in that as well. And the disbursement of funds that would be allocated as well would be written down officially on the documents. We have a question? John, sounds like fun. Yeah, it does, right? It sounds like fun, but we need to keep it legit and as legal as possible, which is why before we did this, we would have to have the written consent and write specifically what we were doing so that there was no wiggle room or, funny business. We don't want to be perceived as having this funny business. This would be serious business, because we're dealing with other people's money. And we want to make sure that we do things step by step by step. Moving on, I like that you guys like this idea. We thought it was a good one too. So this would involve a separate group chat feature to provide updates and info. Okay, outside of Discord, and it's not just for Discord. Say, who just came on the net just a second ago, Ernest, right? Say you had a friend that doesn't like the Discord thing or isn't tech savvy or whatever. I bet they have Facebook Messenger, and I bet they maybe would get a thrill of potentially investing if it was like, hey, try this thing out, you don't have to do anything, you're just part of this group, and then we can maybe even mentor and coach them along to becoming lifelong members, or they just have fun trying something different that they never did. So it would be a separate group feature to provide updates and info. End of the week, we could provide update of account that was provided. The posted trades once entered and exit would have to be posted as well in this community, because there's no funny business. Like if we got into something, we would post it. If we got out of something, we post it. Everything's above board and legit. The idea is like a private Facebook Messenger for members, and only members current in the round are allowed entrance into that group. So if you were in the round in October, but you decided to bow out for the one in November, you would be removed from the group, but you could always come back so long as your funds were allocated and provided by the due date for the next round. So once in, for the buy-in, there'd be no pull out of the money until disbursement. So there would be no, and that's why we want to keep it capped at a lower amount so that it's, basically, I don't like to use the term fun money, but it's not something that's going to break the bank, because there would be no pulling the money out until the end of the month. There'd be a cap on the buy-in once it was established, whether we said, $100 per member, 200, maybe 500, I don't know. But the cap would be that unless there was 2/3 vote from the members to push up the cap. And there'd be absolutely no trading of club funds with personal funds. This would be completely separate trading account needed specifically for the club that would be used for the updates at the end of the week, for the account growth, and for the trading. There'd be no on my account, hey, I got this. No, none of that. This would be a separate account solely for this purpose. Let me see what this comment is.
Well, Carrie, I put in there that statements should go out at the end of the year with 1099-Bs issued for those with profit loss.
Yes, yes. And this would be. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know if you got to this part yet, but because TWR LLC will be using the account to do the trading in, we will also have to withhold tax dollars on the profits.
Yep. And this would all be outlined in the contract before we go forward with it. This would all be outlined. Everyone that came into it would sign it and have a clear understanding. By the time they signed it, they would know exactly what they were getting into. And it wouldn't be a high dollar amount that if something crazy were to happen, heaven forbid a stock market crash, right? And just everyone's losing money. Really, realistically, out of all 20 of us, we're losing $200. You know what I mean? And it sucks, but it wouldn't be losing, $20,000 a piece, like a hedge fund or something. So, we're not at that point yet. We're just trying to have some fun and trying to, go, we're still knocking at the big boys, basically, but we're trying to have fun. We're trying to get another avenue of approach to have fun and still be a professional trading community of like-minded investors.
I used to do option trading clubs, and the best part about it is no one's the boss. Everyone is equal. Everyone has equal opportunity for loss and profit.
Yep. And that's what I wanted to be important with it, is that, me, Chris, and Lenny, we would put in the same amount of money as John would, or Eddie, or Van. It would, just because we run it and we're the ones, responsible for it, doesn't save us from not putting in the same amount as everyone else. And, that's just one thing. And if we didn't put in the same amount as everyone else, we would have a stipulation in there that we could not be the one responsible for trading. I think that would be fair, so that we don't have anything to lose if the sales go sour. If we're invested in it, then we're open for potentially being the one that trades as well.
And at least one of us has to be part of it to make it legal, as far as we're not offering financial advice or working as a quote unquote broker.
Yeah, absolutely. And so people that are interested, we will come out with that in September. And so keeping a lookout for that knowledge. We'll probably have another Zoom meeting just specifically for people that are interested in that, and we can get all the legal documents and everything taken care of, and then we can, get cooking on that one. That would be, I think it'd be fun. Moving on to products and services. So some ideas that we had moving forward is me, Chris, and Lenny been talking for a while about doing a weekly TWR newsletter. We thought this would be not only a great way to market the server to potentially new people as well, but it would be something that would give something back to, a little kind of, a blog section, so you can get a little personality from each of us. We'd have a little section on upcoming events and stuff like that, community engagement. And we thought it would be fun. This would also be an easy way that we could have you, the members, assist us in marketing as well, because emails are so easy just to, hey, check these guys out. I'm in this group and these guys are legit. Read their stuff, and if you're interested, let me know, and I can set up a meet queue with Chuck or Chris, something like that, because we're always down to engage with the community, because we do believe in what we have here with Traders War Room. It's not just something that we made up one day. There was a lot of time and effort thought into making this community be what it is today. Next item, professional trading log sheet with a lifetime updates and training associated with it. So Chris, he has a fantastic log sheet, and it is for serious traders. And these things are fantastic. And it's a one-time fee of $50 for this. It's something we're going to offer. It's not high pressure sales. We're just going to have it there. But individuals that purchase this would get lifetime updates with this particular log sheet and training associated with it, because it is in depth. I mean, it tracks everything to Chris. You said to like the cent.
Well, now,
Your trading log, it tracks it to the cent.
as long as each one has to be customized to each person who purchases it for option fees and stuff like that. And it's very accurate to within a couple pennies. And if you want, I could just do a quick screen share and show people what it looks like.
Yeah, please do.
All right, 1 second here. In fact, if you guys follow the $10,000 account growth challenge, you'll see. Can you all see that? What are you all looking at?
I see your spreadsheet.
Okay, yeah, that's what it looks like. I know. See, I don't know if it's kind of small or not, but
well, it's because you clicked on the picture inside of the Discord, right?
Yeah, it's from the Discord, right? Because I have another computer system with the actual software Excel, stuff. So it's got a lot of complex formulas, Visual Basic in the background, stuff like that. And it keeps track of all kinds of trades, futures, options, stocks, covered calls, covered put plays.
Yep.
So yeah, that's it.
Yep. And so that's something that we want to offer people, especially as a lot of our investors, we're seeing it in front of our eyes. We're seeing them grow from beginning investors to more intermediate and actually on their way to being advanced investors. And it's just something we want to be able to provide people with that coming in. I'm gonna go take back.
Yeah, I think I kind of lost you there.
I got it.
There
All
you
right.
go.
Moving on, TWR merchandise. So we had talked about this for a while, and we're going to start implementing this so that we provide shirts, and included in shirts would be hoodies and stuff like this, hats, mouse pads, cups, and this would all be varied price and everything. But we have a very good system right now that we've been working out the kinks, and this is going to go online very soon. And this is another way to soft marketing, showing some love. I got a fantastic hat that is created and it's personalized with my name on it. And it has, it has the logo, it has the website. We also got a t-shirt, which is fantastic. And we've had a couple people, J Bass, I know D Cook and a couple other ones, they bought hoodies with the Traders War Room and they wear it all the time. So, definitely, if you enjoy the server, and we're not just a casual server for you, this is something that you could show off your swag essentially, and also be soft promotion for the server so that we can grow it together. Next thing, we've been talking about doing a TWR book, okay? Trading strategy, kind of autobiography of sorts, and it's unknown price. We're still in the talking phase of this one between me, Chris, and Lenny, but this is something we would like to provide example at our annual retreat, going back to what we talked about, providing that annual retreat, something we could provide where, we have something in writing where, we kind of have our individual trading ideology, a little bit of, humble beginnings, kind of what we came from, what got us into it, what we like about it, what we love about this, kind of the trials and tribulations and stuff like that. It's something that we're looking to put online here very soon. And, we'd like the support of the community when we get this up and running. And also, if anyone has written a book and they have, the skills for, writing, editing, stuff like that, we'd also be interested to chit chat with you, because we could utilize that as well. Kind of, battle buddies, helping battle buddies, make a difference and improve themselves. Next item, products and services, weekly TWR select option picks. So we've gotten a lot of emails and DMs lately that people aren't on the server, or they don't want to do the Discord because it's too overwhelming, too cumbersome. And in fact, they don't want to do any platform. They just like to trade, right? And so, they're interested in options and they want option picks. So this would be something that we would offer for non-server members specific, because you guys already get kind of the options that we do, but these would be handpicked, and me and Chris, Lenny, we would get together on a weekly basis and formulate the best possible ideas that we had moving forward for the current market trend and the current market sentiment of the week. And we put together a weekly option picks of, maybe 3 to 5 options, and providing some in-depth due diligence along with it. And this would be, something that people could purchase on a weekly or a monthly basis. And we haven't thought of a price. I know that, example, my buddy Chris Sane, he charges $250 for his option picks, and just keeping it 100. And I told him this myself. We are way better traders than that gentleman. So I think ours would be a little bit fantastic of a trade as well. But we may not have the community backing or the numbers to be elevated in that price. So we'd have to look at the structure for price, but it's something we'd love to offer people and provide this to them as an additional service. And some speculative ideas. We were thinking about doing a Traders War Room Trading Stocks University. We have the Trading War Room Options Fundamental course that we have currently, very successful. We've had very good turnout of memberships and graduates who have gone on to do fantastic things with their trading skill. But we would like to provide something for the people that maybe aren't into options per se, or they got options under wraps. They might be interested in stocks, day trading stocks, penny stocks, mid-market caps, IPOs, stuff like that. So we'd like to provide that. Advanced TWR Options Trading University. So other than just the fundamentals, trading options and investing and trading is a lifelong commitment if you're serious about it. And we would want to start maybe an advanced options university. And then also we talked about a TWR Trading Crypto University. Now, I get it. Crypto's kind of beat up right now and it's very speculative, but crypto, inside of crypto also is the idea behind the blockchain technology, which is the basis of NFTs, which is the basis of fintech, which is the basis of the DeFi, decentralized financial institution. And so this is important because this is really forward thinking on something that is going to get steam, not just these coins and tokens and stuff like that. Those are important to understand what are good, what are not, but understanding the idea behind blockchain and stuff like that. So just some thoughts on some potential university ideas where these would be formal courses, 6 weeks long, 2 classes per week, and hosted on the TWR website via the virtual classroom. All right, products and services. Okay, now at this time, we got some members in here. I would like to open the floor up for it's time for the AAR, okay? This is the part where we get into, open floor for TWR improvements. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the restrictions. And if you got some TWR improvements first, please raise your hand and we'll put you on the mic. And then I'm gonna take notes on live while you talk about some improvements you could see us implementing here at Traders War Room. So please don't hold back. We got thick skin. We're all military people. So just let us have it. All right, Zoom user, I asked you to unmute. Go ahead. You should be on the mic. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. These 5 links, what's kind of going on with those? Because a lot of times I try to hit these links when I have some spare time and join a live session, and it's like the links they don't work for me most of the time. And
okay.
it's like even getting into this session right here. I mean, I went through a number of different links to get here, and one of them finally worked, but the others didn't.
Okay, let me ask you a question on that. Are you because Zoom is free, are you a Zoom member?
I have a Zoom account, yes.
You have a Zoom account?
Yes.
Okay. Are you inside of the United States?
Yes.
Okay. So with Zoom links. All right. I need to look at that a little bit more, because normally what happens is we get people that come in here, because I noticed your account says that your name is Zoom user. And so that at first it comes to me that, okay, you're not a verified Zoom user, or you're not using your Zoom account to log in. But
yeah, that's probably true. I did not log into my account first before I clicked the link.
okay.
That could be part of the problem.
Yep, and that's one of the very we've done this a lot with classes and stuff. That's one of the problems I've noticed with Zoom, especially because we try to keep the spammers out. So we have security settings with the business Zoom that it really likes people that use their Zoom account. and it keeps us from having spammers pop in doing, all those inappropriate things that, Zoom was popularized at.
Okay.
But I will look at some of the security settings that we have on future links and see if I can clear some of those issues and concerns with Zoom up on our end. Thank you for bringing that up.
And I'll try logging into my Zoom account and have it live whenever I click the links and see if that kind of helps as well.
Yeah, and if anything, if you we could even do a test with that. If you send me a DM, direct message me sometime this weekend at your availability, we could do a test run of that and see if that fixes the issue.
Okay.
But
well,
yeah,
while I'm on, how is this going to work? How is this going to work? I guess it's Sunday with Shiner's TOS class. I know that's a little different. I didn't really understand it, but I have enrolled in it.
Yep. Okay. So let me actually show that. Let me pull this up real quick so I can show you, since we have a great question, since you're already on the mic. Let me pull this up real fast, and I will show you. So this is, we did this a little bit differently this time because this one is more specific for TWR members. So we didn't put it on the website and blast it out as a class like we normally market everything. But I'm going to show you the process right here. Is everyone able to see my screen here?
Yes.
You should be. I got the okay that it is good. Okay. So once we pull it up, seems as though my computer is like in this blue circle of death real quick, but I'm going to pull this up real fast and we'll show this. Okay. So for this class, we ended up pushing it on one of the alerts that you saw like this. And we did it through Upgrade Chat. So you saw this alert, right? And it has this link, click the link here.
Right.
Basically what's going to happen is the class is going to be via Zoom, the purchase at the link. Once you purchase this, you're going to get a role. It automatically creates a role for you. And that role is going to open up a room. And the room is right here underneath our TWR classes and mentoring. And it's the TWR class, so that you'll have access to this channel. You'll see a channel here. And inside this channel, I just posted this today, your link will be here. And it'll be here no later than tomorrow. In fact, I'll go ahead and post it once we get this done. I already have the link. I'll post it tonight. And what you'll need to do is you'll need to click that link because it's an official registration link. You'll click that link, you'll register, and then you'll receive an automated email from Zoom via our business account with the logon information, just like we sent today with the login on information. And then you just log on Sunday and you're good to go. The registration part, we do this because every person that purchases, they register, their email is embedded into an auto distribution for us for when we have the recorded copy done. We have your email already on file and we can auto distribute the copy right then and there. So it's, you know, we're trying to use technology to leverage some issues with, you know, correspondence.
Okay, perfect.
Does that make sense, sir?
You bet. You bet.
Okay, awesome. Good questions. Thank you for asking those questions. They're tough questions, and the tough questions are the good ones. Okay. Let me see what Andy. Also, if you click where it says your local number, it won't work, but it provides a hyperlink there. Okay, that's another reason as well. All right, thank you, Andy. All right. Great improvement there. I'm going to look at the Zoom thing. Do we have anyone else? Miss Simmons, I see that you're on the mic. Would you like to, do you have an improvement for us? All right, maybe there's an issue with the microphone. Anyone else that would like to offer up an improvement? This is your server. We're very big on, when we find changes to make, and you can ask anyone, when we pushed our survey out, you know, a few months ago, we implemented most of those changes that people requested. So we're very big. We want this to be your guys' server.
Did Debbie Siemens have a question?
Her microphone is off or is unmuted. So I'm hoping she has a question, but if not, we can move on to someone else. Victoria.
Yes, I have a question about the investment club you were talking about. Is that something that you would definitely start next month, or was that just a suggested start date?
We are looking to start it up. Me, Chris, and Lenny, we're going to start it up with ourselves if need be. We're looking for other people to come in on it as well, so we can have more fun.
Okay. When will you know? Okay, I guess I should. When will you know how much needs to be put in, and by what date? Will that be in the announcement somewhere?
That would be when we push this out. Since we have a few people that said they're interested in it, we're going to go ahead and push, come together this weekend, and we'll push something out on either Monday or Tuesday. And probably we'll need to have another Zoom meeting with people interested in it, so we can, you know, lay out the plans again for people that may not have been here, and we can all, the ones that are there, we can all kind of create what we want to do for the first time. I'm thinking that a $200 investment for the first time would probably be a good starting place, because, you know, $200, while it is some money, it's not something that usually will break the bank.
All right, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Good question. Thank you. Do you have an improvement for us though? I'm looking for some improvements, people. I'm trying to make this TWR a better server for you guys. I need improvements. Oh, hi, Victoria. I see your picture.
I meant to do that button. I think with the investment club, I think that's a big improvement.
Okay, so adding an investment, another avenue of approach. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm writing these down in my notebook, people, and then what I'll do is I'll add this to the slide deck, and then I will push the slide deck along with the YouTube video when I push this out as well, because I know some people wanted to be here on art. Before we move on to sustains, anyone else with an improvement? Ernest, you got an improvement?
This is more like a question. Do you have a specific area that you post your YouTube videos within the Discord?
Yes, sir. I'll show you that since I have it pulled up. So the good question. And that comes to a self-improvement where I think when we work on the server layout, we're going to, I didn't see that slide in there for some reason. I might have zipped over it, but I need to go back to that one. But yes, at the top of the server, inside of all the normal check alerts, main announcement, class announcements, you have the TWR only video feed. And right here, all of our YouTube videos, when we post them live and publish, they all go in this room right here. And this is only Traders War Room YouTube videos.
Okay.
And it's located at the top.
Okay. All right.
And that is where, example, I got a lot of people asking about the Starbucks play today, you know what I mean? From the YouTube video. And, I try to have fun with it, so when they ask questions like, what's the trade? What's the ticker? And I'm like, watch the video.
Watch the video. Yeah, well, I was going to say,
give me a like, share, and subscribe. Watch the video. It's free.
Yeah, I was going to say with the layout, I didn't even know about it, but in my mind, I'm like, man, whoever's like missing out on these videos, missing out on these trades. So yeah, but that's, if there was a way to highlight it differently, I guess that's what I'm saying. I would do that because people are absolutely missing out on the videos.
Yep, and that's one of the things we want to do with a new server layout. Kind of condense some things and get rid of noise. I created this too. This start here. I highly suggest people go here because inside the start here, this took me about 3 days to create, but in the start here, I went from the cradle to the grave of Traders War Room. I put all the hyperlinks and what they're related to. Example, TWR customer relations information. I put all the hyperlinks to everything customer support related. Right here, premium resources and learning. I put all the hyperlinks right here to everything that we have. And if they start from the bottom up, data quant, all the things right here. And then each one has a customer support hyperlink as well. So if they have questions, they can just click that and open up a ticket and we can help you officially right there, right, on that thing. So I try to create this to create kind of a table of contents. But we have a lot of channels. When we created this, we truly wanted to build something for everyone, every style, and every budget. And that was the idea behind it. And so for sure.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Like I said before, love being here with y'all. So look forward to
appreciate you as well.
More and more
stuff. I'm gonna add that as an improve, condense, trim the fat. I'm gonna call it trim the fat. Lean Sigma 6. Has anyone taken that stuff? Lean Sigma 6? If you have, you understand. Trim the fat. Try to be more efficient with less. Horse betting. He does horse betting during the Kentucky Derby, Jarrett. He'll do horse betting, warrior or sports betting. He does horse betting, but mainly only during the Derby timeframe. For the Belmont, the Louisville one, I forget what that one's called, the Kentucky Derby. And then what is the other one? The Preakness, the Prickness. And that's where I'm going to start sending folks with questions. Start here. Yes. Yeah. And I would as well. The start here menu, John, that's a fantastic tool that we have in. It has legitimately everything on there. And when I notice something that I added or whatever, I'll add it into there as well through the editing feature. All right. Let's see. I got some questions here? All right. Appreciate you guys. Love you all. All right. Let's go into the next one. I think we got some good improvements. You guys are being easy on us with the improvements. I was expecting some tough ones. You guys are being easy and showing love. Sustains. What are we doing right? What do we need to keep going on? And if any of you are prior military, you guys already know what this looks like, right? This looks like an after action review, and it is, because that's all I know. So please, someone raise your hand and come on the mic and give us some sustains. What do we need to keep here on Traders War Room? We're always trying to evolve and trying to make processes better, but we need to know what's working and what's not working. Ernest, please come on the mic again.
It was like I said before in the chat. I really like how you guys have where you can click the letters of the people that you do want to see But thinking about it though, I hate to go back to things that you could change.
Hey, no, please do.
But sometimes when you guys are posting the new or the updated swings, like the updated prices and all that stuff, it may be a little bit cleaner if you like still had them separate, because sometimes, when you're looking through the swing plays, say I want to go back and look and see, well, I wonder how this swing is doing. How much did you enter this one for? Because maybe it's on discount now, but you got to scroll through a whole lot to get back to the original post. So maybe you can have one for the original post and one for the updated post.
Okay. Be something. There is a feature that I use this all the time because I trade quite a bit, and sometimes when the market's roaring, I have to be kind of quick. And there is a feature. I will look into how to make that a little bit better as far as how our trade signals work with our bots. But I did want to show this. Maybe this would answer at least something in the meantime while I can find a more sustainable fix. Example, on my alerts, we'll go to my channel. All right, yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff. A lot of alerts, man. All right.
Yeah, but like I said, it's nice that you can keep the noise down by just clicking on who you want to, who's kind of your style. You guys got, if you got 10 guys in there, usually it's easy to find one or two that's your style. So that cuts down on a lot.
So example right here, this Apple trade, right? This Apple close right here.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and if you go into the search icon, right? And you go to from user, you can type my name in, right? And it pops up that, and then all you got to do is just search AAPL. And what it does on the side of it is it's going to pull up all of the tickers that are associated with Apple. So you got this 152, and then it cuts down on scrolling through this mess. And it shows and then it shows you, here's the Apple 160. That's not the one I want. Oh, okay. He trimmed, he left 5 earlier. So then that one, and then you can go all the way and look, here's what I do. I look for the green trade, and then the green one, enter. There I entered at 115 on 30th of August at 15:16, and then you can kind of see the history there. It's a little, that's what I do when I'm looking for my history on my trades.
Gotcha.
Yep. That at least something I can look. I'm going to look into the other one, but that's something that you can do on both the computer and your phone. On your phone, you just swipe the channel to the left, and there'll be like a magnifying glass, and you do the same process there.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Appreciate that.
That might help you out, especially if I throw out a ticker and you're like, dang, dude, he put Apple out, but man, he threw Johnson Johnson, he threw Okata, he threw QCOM. I mean, I'm pretty active.
Right.
But you can segregate that here and then go specifically to the trade based off the keywords. Okay, cool. Yep.
All right, appreciate it.
So I will look into that though. That's a good one. So sustain though was keep the activated alerts so that you can pick and choose. We wanted to put that. We kind of want to have an a la carte type of server. Your server, your way used to be our slogan that we had, when we started it, and now it's just pretty much we want people to be able to pick and choose. And a lot of people don't know this, but it's retroactive as well. So if you go in there and you pick my alerts, and heaven forbid, say I give you a whole bunch of bad alerts and you're like, you know what, Chuck Fu, he stinks. I don't want to follow him anymore. You can go to my emoji letter associated with my name and you can turn my alerts off. Whoop, and then you can just focus on it. And all of a sudden, you decide you're like, you know what, Chuck's not a bad dude. You know what I mean? I want his alerts, and you can go back in there and pick it again. Chuck and Alpha always offer their, and some with the trades keep doing. Hey, thank you, Carrie. We appreciate it. Do we got any more sustains? Man, people, we love this. Okay, we'll start at the top. Ricky.
Hey, Chuck. I think we kind of talked about it earlier today in the trading room, but I think I really like the live trading. I tell you, for the past 2 weeks, I've been kind of listening to Shiner and you I haven't been doing much trade, but I'm just kind of listening in the background. And when I hear different things, I kind of just pop the charts up just to kind of take a look at what's going on. So I've been doing a lot of the training, but really didn't get that perspective until I actually look at the chart and then kind of see exactly what you guys were seeing when you get ready to enter a play or exit a play. But up until I want to say maybe last week or this week, I had always been looking at the charts on the minute. And it wasn't until, maybe earlier this week or last week, I realized I needed to be looking at more so the 15 and the 5 minute. And that has made a huge difference. So I got into some trades this week and actually did really good. So actually just kind of hearing it and seeing it, what you guys are doing, it really made a big difference in just my confidence and actually learning. And so as I start looking at the charts now, I'm more prepared, like, hey, I should jump in here. And I'll just sit there and kind of watch what happens. And it was actually more times than not, it's working. So I really like that. So I hope you guys kind of keep that and give more people an opportunity to kind of see how it actually goes so they can learn what's going on with those charts.
Do you watch me trade in the live trade room?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm in there every day, Johnny.
Oh, you see how I'm watching the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute.
Yep. And that's where I got it from. Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Good stuff there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when we brought, thank you for mentioning that. And when we brought the live trading on, that was what we wanted to provide. No other server that we knew of at the time was doing bell to bell live trading, other than small little breaks and, situations that, happen. Internet goes down, kids get sick, doctor's appointments happen, stuff like that, normal stuff. But we have, anytime the bell is open, from bell opening to bell closing on Wall Street, we have, the room opened. And that's what we wanted to provide, is that, for the premium members, the diamond members, specifically, because you guys pay for it. And it's 8 hours of, consistent trading. So, we felt as though as a business endeavor, it also needed to be compensated a little bit for the business as well. But
there he goes.
But we wanted to provide that and have that avenue so that people could just, and I use this analogy and I hope this makes sense, but when we push out alerts and things of that nature through the bot, essentially we're giving you guys fish to eat, right? And that's good. But what we really are trying to create is we're trying to create a community of like-minded investors that learn from each other, grow, learn, and share together, and then inspire the other new traders along the way. So we constantly evolve. And we wanted to provide that on the atmosphere and not just give people fish so they can eat, but we wanted to teach people to fish so that they could eat for a lifetime. And that's the basic concept of it with the live trading, is that what we want to do is show you from a pro perspective, and a different perspective, because Shiner and I, we trade different. Lenny trades different than both of us. We have some analysts that come on from time to time. We also added a new analyst. He'll be on next week, Monday through Friday between 9:20 and 10:30. And it's just different perspectives so that, we don't just get stuck in one style of doing things, because there's multiple ways to make money. It just depends on what way works for you, the individual personality. What is your trading personality? And thank you for letting us know we've, made an impact, at least in you. And I hope you pay it forward with someone that asks a question in the chat group or something, and you can be like, hey, I learned.
Go ahead, Jared.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just had a question. Is there a channel with the attendees?
Oh, with the attendees? Oh, so we used to have inside of the chart bot room, and I'll show you it. They used to provide the attendees via option fan bot, but they got away with it because what I read when I was, and because I looked, because they didn't have the attendees anymore. But
so when you do your YouTube videos and you put the calls, the puts, and the different things, are those charts on the Discord?
Yes, I pulled them up, but you can go into these rooms. Are you a gold or diamond member?
Yes,
Okay, so which one are you?
diamond.
Okay, so let me show you. And another reason why I need to consolidate this stuff, because we have so much to offer and people don't use their memberships to the fullest. So right here, being premium, you have a room right here with the little bot icon, premium self bot, right? And you can go in here and you can use, we have two kinds. In this one, we have the data quant. Premium diamond has specifically the data quant bots. And if you go to this room and you can use option fan bot, we got all the different ones in this. And you can go to the pinned messages and the commands for the data quant and the option fan bot and the alpha charts are all right here. And they all have the different commands to bring things up. For example, if you wanted to bring up, and I'll do it right now, if you wanted to bring up some stuff, you can go in here, it's all slash command, example /scr. You can go in there, you click it, and it'll pull it up after it thinks about it. It's taking a little bit of time because I got the Zoom video on. I know it, I'm sure. But it'll pull up the chart and you're able to see the different attendees. Now, specifically, the attendee profile that you're talking about that got real popular with Wall Street Bets, that one is not on this platform, but all the other ones you can do as well from here. Flow sum, and it's all off of slash commands. The flow sum. Maybe this won't work. They're taking their sweet time. So example, flow sums, right? These the charts you were talking about, these kind of things?
Yes.
Oh, and there's
Yeah. Sorry. I was muted.
Yep, no problem. And here's the other one, right? And this is the new format they have with 10 different pages. And all you got to do is, you can click on it, which ones you like, top losers, top screeners. And I use these all the time as screening tools for different things. Relative volatility, you click on it and you can utilize it. These are open for you to utilize inside of the Traders War Room. And all you got to do is just
what command did you use?
You got to use the slash command like this, and it brings up the different slash tickers that you can use. But
okay, I see.
if you go to the pin messages, it has all the commands that you can utilize for different things. And I tell people basically to go in there and play with it. Go in there and get familiar with it because each person kind of is looking for something different, and you just go in there and you play with these and you have fun with them and kind of get a routine. I have a routine when I do my videos. You see the charts are normally the same. That's my routine. You might be looking at something different. You just find a routine that works for you, and you start to use it. But it's there for you.
I just had one other question, just with the quant data.
Okay.
There's colors along the left side of the screen, red and green. So those is that purchases and sales?
So these indicate a green and red indicate a bullish sentiment and a bearish sentiment.
Okay, and that's for all of them, the dark pool and
yeah. So when you see with quant data, the way they have it set up is just like with my bot, anything green is going to be bullish sentiment, anything red is going to be bearish sentiment, and then anything blue is going to be kind of a neutral or an update of something.
So, but those trades, those are pooled trades, but are they selling or buying?
Well, data quant isn't telling you, isn't giving you a sell or buy. What this is telling you essentially is that somebody out there sold a big purchase.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. So red is sold.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to join the Zoom on my phone and it ain't working.
Yep. So yes, you're absolutely correct. So example, this ticker here, DIA, there was a big whale. Essentially, all these dark pools are going to be whales because we don't have access to it as retail investors. But there was a big whale who made a sell. You can tell it's a sell or a bearish sentiment trade based off the red. And it gives you the size, it gives you the ticker, the size and the price and the notional value of what it was.
I made a few bucks in the live trade room the other day on a dark pool alert.
Yep. Oh, and each of these quant data is, of course, this is premium diamond stuff. You know, we pay top dollar for this quant data, but go to the pin room and I try to make it, you know, I'm in the Army, so we got an acronym in the Army, KISS, right? Keep it silly, simple, right? Right there, how to use dark pool data. You know, I try to put as much, you know, no nonsense as possible in this stuff so that we can get not only, you know, the tickers, but we can also give the literature as well. So is this data quant, is this a sustain, would you say? I think it's a good one, but you know, do the members find value and worth in it as well?
Yeah, I like that, and I really like the slumps in the YouTube videos. So all of those are sustains.
Yeah, all right, thank you. And the lunchtime slump live trading I like to do. All right. Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a couple more participants that raised their hand. Zoom user, your hand's raised, and then Miss Price will get you next. And then Ricky got another question there too. Zoom user, I asked you to unmute. You're on the mic. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to type you a private message because I'm getting ready to have to jump off. But education, you know, I don't have a suggestion of how to accomplish it, but if from within Discord we could click on prior classes, and if it's a class that I've paid for but didn't get to attend, you know, I could click on it and watch it in the middle of the night or listen to it while I'm driving down the road or something like that. That would be great. But that may be too complex to try to accomplish something like that.
We've got previous classes on our website.
Yeah. So on our website, on the historical side of it, now the ones that you purchased and you made to the live one, one of the issues we have is we used to put them on.
You gotta lower your volume.
Why am I like that? I don't know. Okay, try this again. One of the issues that we had is we used to put the classes in the Discord server, but what happened was, and this is, you know, we're not putting any fault to anybody else. What happened is some people that had paid for the class, you know, there'd be questions from members that hadn't paid for the class, and they would click the link and they would share it on an open forum. And therefore other people had access to it that didn't purchase the class. And we felt as though that was not fair to people that paid the $15 for the classes. And, you know, they were able to click the link and share it on the platform. And then other people were able to have access to it. So we went with the email process where we email the link to the video and we keep it as a private YouTube so that only people that are associated with that email have access to that training for the upcoming classes. Now the historical class, you can watch those online from the website 24/7, just like you would YouTube, for any purchase that you make of a class there. But I wanted to highlight this for you. On the platform. Why is this doing this? Okay. On the platform, if you go all the way to the bottom, we have this tab here, self-learning and development. And in these tabs, I have training videos, reading material, and trading illustrations. I try to hit all aspects of learning and cognitive learning, from watching videos, from reading, and from looking at pictures. And we'll, for trading illustrations, for example, I like pictures. I have all sorts of illustrations, from patterns, from new trader to pro trader, reversal, discount entry, most popular indicators, everything illustration wise. Reading material, I went out and got all the public documents I could, understanding preferred C-series stocks, understanding wash sale, understanding quad witching, everything I could think of to make people successful. So if you haven't gone down to this self-learning and development center, I highly suggest it, especially if you're thirsting for knowledge, like I think you are. This would be a good resource as well, because I have a whole bunch of stuff down here. And that's something I'll look into as far as the videos are concerned, putting them into an area where we could do it. Potentially, maybe people that purchase the video, they could send us a DM and we could DM it to them so that they had it on their direct message with a non-shareable link, and therefore all you got to do is just click on it, listen to it while you're driving down the road or whatever, and it would be there for you without having to go into your YouTube or something like that. But a good suggestion.
Okay, so the next question has to do with the university training, the 6-week programs. I've looked at those online, and is that something that you can purchase the program after the class has already taken place, or is it live attendance only?
So at this time, we do not have a platform to provide it after the fact. It's all live. What we do though is every class is recorded, and it's put into a virtual classroom for the students that they have access to it. So example, you're not able to make it to, we do the classes on Tuesday and Thursday. You're not able to make it to Tuesday and Thursday, and I'll show you what it looks like. Good question. You're asking all the right stuff that I like to hear. But on the website, you're here, and it's the Option University, and mine will look a little different than your guys's, but it's because I have the administrative access to this. But if you purchased this class, right, and you can go down here and we have all the things, and we add it to the cart. You purchase this course, you go into the virtual classroom, and we're really pleased about this. We had Miss Price, if you're on, this is the classroom I was telling you about, so that you can see it. You can provide me some feedback. But example, here's August's classroom, and when you view it, you go into it, you wouldn't be able to see this one. You would only be able to see the classroom that you were had access to. And inside here, we have the discussion thread, we have the members in the class, we have a welcome kit, and your recorded classes are here as well. And everything we have is posted right here in this virtual classroom for the Traders War Room University. And you can always go back in here and say you missed a recording, and you can go in here. And of course, right now, the website is not working for me with the Zoom on. It's not loading for some reason, probably because I have Spectrum. But your video would be here, and you'd be able to click it and watch it right there and catch up with what was going on in the class that day.
So again, just to confirm, the classes that happened in August, I can't purchase that and watch that class in the past from the website.
You could per se, but what it would be is you would be purchasing access to this particular classroom, and then you would watch the videos here in the recorded class.
Okay, so you can do it. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure of, because I would never be able to attend weekly daytime or evening classes on a fixed schedule. I would only be able to go back and review them later,
Yep. And the cool
most
thing-
likely after the program's completed.
Well, and the cool thing about it is you could still review them. And since you paid for the course, you got access to the virtual classroom for that particular course. You would always have access to this course, right? And you could watch the recorded copy, and you were watching it and everything. And you're a paid member. You paid the price for it, so we owe you some type of customer service associated with that, right? That's just something we assume. And you had a question, you could always go into the discussion tab and you could ask a question like, hey, I watched TOF, class 2, video 1, and I had a question about this. And then we could come back and answer your question and maybe do a little quick refresher on it. And that's something that we would provide you because you were dedicated, you showed loyalty, and you helped us out by making the purchase into this option university.
Perfect. That's correct. That's great.
Yep. Well, I appreciate you asking the question. It's very good, and it gave an opportunity to highlight our server. And Miss Price, are you on the line? How does our virtual classroom look, Miss Price?
From what I saw, it looked very intuitive, which means that, whatever you're looking for, you should be able to find it with these, like the recorded classes. You click on it, and I suppose if this is it, that you have the video and any documents, and then the welcome kit to just get people acclimated to the system.
Yep, right there. Yes. I was trying to think when we put this together. I take online courses being in the military, and I've taken them from a few different universities. So when we created this, I told my website designer, I said, hey, I want something that is like I got off of when I went to, a Blackboard. I wanted a Blackboard education style that I'm used to. And so this was the creation. And we're still, since you're in the education system, or you had been for years, we're open to suggestions how to make this better for next class. So please hit me up offline.
And I would say Blackboard is an excellent template because I taught online courses, but within the classroom. And I've tried others, and like Schoology and things, they're okay, but they weren't, as I said, intuitive. Like I could easily make my different units and put my coursework in there and able to do different things within there. So yeah, this looks pretty good.
Yeah. And so definitely, if, please get off me offline with DMs and let me know how I can make it better. And, add, because the whole idea is we want to continually evolve this extra endeavor. We want to make this better consistently over and over and over again. Got some questions. See you Tuesday. Great meeting. Hey, appreciate you for coming in. Love the technical analysis training section. Who does that? I see it on other Discords. Oh,
Chuck, I had one little question.
yes, ma'am.
When you were doing your, I think you had the start here on the Discord. Did you put a little blurb that if you click the pen, it will tell you how to use each section, what it is and how to use it?
I don't know. Let me go check. I may need to add that. That's a good.
Because like I could go to Dartpool, but I don't know anything about it. But now that I know I can click the pen and it will give me that information, I'm probably more inclined to go there. Other than okay, I got Dartpool.
And what's cool too is on the very beginning one, and you know what? There's something I was going to add, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm going to go do it now. Is I was going to add another channel above Golden Sweeps, and I was going to add a channel how to use data quant, and I have a YouTube video that's embedded in here. And I'll show it to you now. It's right here. I created on YouTube how to use data quant, and so I created this on all the different sections data quant has and how to use it and how I use it. And but I think this deserves its own channel, and I think that might hit some of those up, but let me check that real quick since we're on this one. Let me go back to the data quant specifically, and that's a good addition.
If you just have a little blurb somewhere.
Oh, right
If
here.
you have any, okay, great.
Right there. It's a small blurb, so people might skip over it, but I put it there. I thought of it. I definitely am picking up what you're putting down, but it might be easier if I attach that YouTube video to this, so people could actually have another reference point on how, you know, how to use data quant. They can have a reference point as well inside of here. We'll add that as an improvement. Start here. Data quant. Thank you for that. That's a great improvement. Okay, we got some good ones. All right, people, if we don't have any more, we got one more question, hand up. Who has the hand up? Oh, that's you, Miss Price. If we don't have any more questions, we'll go ahead. This was a good first town hall meeting. I don't want to keep you guys too much. We're approaching an hour and 26 minutes. I'll have more information put out on what we got.
Victoria's hand is, oh, never mind.
Oh, is she asking a question again? I'm sorry.
Her hand was up, it's down.
Okay. All right, that will conclude our okay. Pretty new member. Think you guys are doing awesome. Hey, thank you, Carrie. We appreciate you. That concludes our first ever Traders War Room Town Hall. Thank you guys. We went a little, I wanted to keep it to an hour. We went a little over, but we answered some great questions and provided some good information. Thank you for all the feedback that we put out here. Just, you know, I want you guys to know that, you know, we're dedicated, me, Lenny, and Chris, we're dedicated to our server and to the enrichment of every member who's in it, regardless whether they're free members or they're paid members, which is one of the reasons why we want to enact that platform to where we can provide this server for everyone at a decent price. You know, like I said, for the price of a pumpkin spice latte and a panini, we want to be able to provide everything we have in here, but we need your help to market the server. We need your help, tell a friend. October 1st, I think we're going to go ahead and go through with the heavy marketing plan to try to get the server bolstered with members and be able to provide that service for trying to get $10 a month for everybody. And so we're going to try to put that into actual application. That's something we really want to do for everyone, not just from a business perspective, but we think that by being a little more, if we can get our membership up and provide that, we can also retain members that might, you know, think, oh, you know, like I said, for, you know, a couple Mountain Dews and a Snickers bar, I can stay here and hang out regardless whether I trade or not, you know. So, all right, thank you guys. That's it. Thank you for coming with us on Friday, and I appreciate the participation. I'm going to put this on YouTube. I'll have this out for everybody who wasn't able to be here, and also as a reference tool so that you guys can view it. And great conversations today. Thank you guys again. And remember, let's go to war together as a team. See you guys next time.